As a pool owner, what's a synonym for peace of mind? I would say the two words pool alarm. And now we have one from Havara. This thing has been really great. My kids are teenagers now. I wish we would have had this years ago. That said, even when we have guests over, it is so much more peace of mind knowing that we have an extra set of eyes, or in this case, extra set of sensors guarding the pool. So the guests love it, we love it. Let me show you how it works and let me answer all the questions I think you might have when it comes to buying a pool alarm. This is really cool. Let me show you. So as you can see right there, as soon as the waves hit, it rocks the little boat, setting off this alarm. This one is not terribly loud, but it will get your attention. Now let's go inside, because inside, on the window inside of our reading room, which is often where we would sit with guests, if the teenagers are out there with a young child or something, or they're just playing around the yard and someone were to fall in, then the alarm inside would be the one that alerted us. So here we go. This alarm is 110 decibels. That's like a chainsaw, power saw, concert level loudness, you could tell. We have an adhesive stuck to the wall so we can be watching the pool, but also have this extra sensor to tell us if something's wrong, and it has to be near a power plug because this is common sense. You don't want to be charging up a device like this because what if the battery goes dead? You have no power. So it's always going to be charged in. It went back off because the pool is still moving. So you can silence it in here, but then it won't stop until you actually go turn the device off. So it just gives you an extra set of sensors and eyes to know when something's not right. All right, so I just threw this little ball into the water, but we've tested this just jumping in ourselves, and it certainly works. Let me turn this off for a second. By the way, I'm gonna explain these three buttons here. It's really simple to operate. Turning it off, you can either hit this left one, which says 30 seconds, or you can just turn it off. In fact, let's just do the explanation right now. So I brought this back inside so you can see the functionality of these three buttons and also see the lights as they correspond with the presses of the buttons. This is not difficult to run, super easy. There's actually a QR code that was on a sticker. I took the sticker off. The same QR code is on the box. Watch that video. It shows you really quickly how to set it up. You're in and out in 2 minutes, but really it tells you how to operate and understand the buttons. Let me show you real quick before the buttons. This is your sensitivity control. Outside, with just a little bit of wind at full sensitivity, it was setting off some false alarms. And so I took this, and you just grab the whole unit here and you go to the left for decreasing sensitivity or the right to increase, and you simply just turn it, and then you dial in that screw and it becomes less or more sensitive. We figured out that's about our sweet spot, even with a little bit of wind. But if it was really windy, I might back it off just a little bit more. But anyway, that's really nice. You don't have to open it up to do that. It's just really easy to do that. Okay, here are the buttons. Don't overcomplicate this, and definitely watch the bulbs as they light up. So everything is a single touch, except for when you turn it off. So let's turn it on. So you hit this power button in the middle one time. Green light comes on, tells you that it's on. If you want to turn it off, you hold down for about 3 seconds. It'll flash 3 times to tell you that it's off, and now you're off. Okay, so let's turn it back on. When you turn it on for the first time, it'll stay lit for 10 seconds, but then that'll go off. And that threw me off for a little while. When I first got it, I was like, is it on? Is it off? I'm not sure. Let's let that turn off. Okay, there you go. Now, if you're ever around the pool and you're kind of curious, you can always just touch a button and it'll flash one time just to tell you that it's on. So that's on. Okay, now when you're placing it in the pool, this is the best feature of the whole thing. This right here is a little 30-second delay. So instead of just turning it on and put it in the pool, it's going to go off automatically because you can't put it in there perfectly. You click that, it turns red, you place it in the pool, and it kind of adjusts and stabilizes, and after 30 seconds, that kicks off. So therefore, you kind of have this grace period before the alarm's going to go off. So until I figured that one out, it was a little bit frustrating. So this is an awesome feature. Then the last cool feature, you'll see that go off after 30 seconds. The last cool feature is swim mode. So you're out there, the unit's on, you're ready to go swimming. All you have to do is touch this button. Now this button here has a little square and then a little line coming through it. I figured out that is probably a pool and a diving board. So that's kind of how I remember it. Notice that red light went off, so the 30 seconds is now off. So the grace period's off. Now it knows it's not in the water right now. Okay, so I'm gonna click that right there, and that just means you can swim, you can splash, you can move around, no big deal. It's not gonna go off. So that's the functionality of how it works. It's really, really, really easy. I will remind you, pull off all the stickers. These are good stickers, by the way, not those annoying kinds that stay on forever and just are hard to get off. The other things I would tell you is 15 pounds is a sensitivity unless you dial it back or forward, whatever, but that has worked so far for people jumping in. Also, we have a little Chihuahua on the property. It fell in before we had this pool alarm. It would have set it off. And so it's just peace of mind all the way around. Love, 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 love it. All right, let me take it back outside and tell you a couple more things. So you put it in swim mode, you have a lot of fun, you get out of the pool. The last thing you're thinking of is resetting the alarm. Have no fear, after 10 minutes, of it being completely still after you've gotten out of the pool, the alarm will re-engage. Another really cool feature, so there's no messing up, there's no forgetting. All right, let me show you the bottom of this. I have this tethered to the string, and I have the other side of the string attached to a suction cup right here. They also give you an adhesive cup, so you can stick it on tile if you'd like. Also, there is that attachment, and then on the other side, there's another attachment, so you could actually float this out to the middle, attach a string to the other side, and then attach it to the other side as well. That would be really good, like on above ground pools, but also this one, again, the way the alarm knows to go off is when it starts feeling vibration. So if this is stuck over in a corner, it's gonna take longer for those waves to get there, so you kind of want it in a central area. My pool is 40, oh, there goes the alarm. Let me turn it off. 1, 2, 3. My pool is about 38 feet long, 18 feet here, about 16 feet there. So I'm kind of a perfect size, but I'm at the max. So a smaller pool just allows the waves to get to the device quicker. Just thought you ought to know that. So again, let me leave you with two more things. First of all, this was sent to me for my review. I did not purchase this, but I would. This is such peace of mind. Second thing, and the last thing I'll leave you with, is this thing travels. So when we go on vacations, we take the little red unit and we take the little sensor, and my nieces and nephews are safe, and it gives us all peace of mind. It's just fabulously helpful. So having a pool comes with some liabilities. This is just an extra set of sensors and eyes to help everybody stay above water. So anyway, thank you, Havara, for sending this to me. I really, really have appreciated it. It's made with good quality, and it absolutely works. And it's simple. It's really simple to use. So hope that helps you.